we're conditioned to think that productivity means success, and being productive, smashing things off your to-do list and achieving goals and all these things are markers of success. But actually, what I think, and if we bring it back to spirituality, which we obviously love to do, that is when, so if you've got all these things that you want to manifest or things that you want to bring and attract into your life, amazing. If you don't have the right energy and if you don't think about how you want to feel, then that will not happen, is my view, or it won't happen in the right way. Hi, and welcome to Self-Discovery in Good Company. Hi, Stace.
Hello, how are you?
I am really good, thank you. How are you?
I am fine. A little disclaimer before we start this one. If you're watching on YouTube, apologies. I look like a drowned rat today because this weather is just shocking. Why is it always at bang on 3 o'clock when you're at school pickup? The weather is like absolutely at its worst. You're pushing two twins in a pram and
Did
you're
you walk?
No, honestly, but I would have been as well as because I was soaked to the bloody skin.
The thought of you, like, I don't even know how you do it. Like you have to drive it, like, and that's like, it's not far.
It's not far.
Really not
so
far.
Don't. So I feel judged, but
no, I'm not judging, but I'm almost like I would feel like it would take more time to drive.
It's absolutely easier to walk, but today the weather had not been weathering. It was on and off.
Oh yeah.
And I was like,
okay.
I don't want to walk up to school to pick up Sadie with these boys and be absolutely drenched. I did not foresee what was about to happen. So I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to shove them in the car. I'll get to school. That's fine. Great. No biggie.
Yeah.
I mean, I always feel like such a lazy rat when I take the car because it's not far at all. And it's actually easier to walk by the time you've gotten a double bugaboo pram.
So do you drive up, park up, get the double buggy out, get the boys in the buggy?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It does. I mean, honestly, that's why I prefer walking to do it. But anyway, on this occasion, I did take the car because I thought, I'll get soaked. Turns out by the time I'd got them out and in their wheels and was waiting at the gate for Sadie, we got absolutely soaked. It was full on hail. And honestly, I sent you a picture of my face. My hair stuck to my face. We were all soaking. We all had to come home and strip off. And my makeup was literally running down my face. I thought, you know what? This is not a good look. So I've taken it all off and I couldn't be bothered putting on again for podcasting.
Oh my,
so
I wouldn't. No.
That is a long, convoluted story, but that's why I look rough as sin if you're watching on YouTube.
Please don't watch on YouTube because I think she looks like shit.
Yeah.
I don't.
No,
I know. I don't think she does.
Yeah. Stace thinks you look like a bag of shit. Stace speaks in the third person and she thinks I look like a bag of shit. It's all good. It's all fine. It's all love. I do. But yeah, but I'm hoping
you're almost very well representing like our topic in a way.
I am, because the winter weather is still wintering and it's bloody awful. And I came home and I was just ranting and like, oh my God, this weather, why is it still like this? And then I thought this really does lead on quite well to what we're speaking about. A little bridge, if you will, into the topic of wintering,
which I love. And you have been reading a book. Remember you said that last time we had the podcast?
I have been reading a book. Now, it takes me an age to read a book because they just make me fall asleep instantly.
Yeah, same.
I read a page and I'm gone. So I'm about halfway through my book on wintering, but it is lovely. And it's, I guess the premise is that it's, I think of it as like the power of pause, like just like slowing down and just taking time for yourself in these periods of darkness. And it's very much to do with like the seasons and nature and how in winter animals. I mean, I sound like, David Attenborough here, but I really don't mean to, because I don't know an
Did
awful
not
lot about
think you were
stuff.
going there.
Animals are not really my bag, but like in winter, how they all like hibernate and how they find their homes for the next few months, and how they kind of lay low and reserve their fat stores and everything like that for this time of year. Because actually at this time, your body, you're meant to be going slow, you're meant to be taking time to rest. And I mean, nobody wants to be out in dark weather, and you just want to be curled up at home and reading a book with a cup of tea. But so anyway, that is kind of a very short and fast explanation of like what the wintering is like, taking example from the seasons and like hunkering down in times
Yeah.
like these, and giving yourself some time to rest and recuperate. That's why when we were speaking about it before, I think it's funny, like reading this book now, that everyone thinks you've got to start some grand fitness plan in January. You've got to eat right, you've got to do all this, when actually all your body wants to do is just like rest and recuperate. Like before spring, when everything starts to flourish again. So that's kind of where that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, I think it's lovely because I've read a few bits on it, and what I liked about it was the thought of it all being about like restoration and almost like taking that pause. And I think you're really good at that.
I am pretty blooming good at it. I'm not going to lie. I am
think you're
really
good at like a
it.
slower pace.
Do you know what? I am definitely better at going at a slower pace, but that just comes from experience of life at a really fast pace. And I don't actually like it. Like, it's just not for me. It's not for me. I much prefer just like a slower, like Sunday in this house is just always, it's slow. Like,
I remember us having a conversation about
don't
this
do a
and,
lot.
like,
Don't do a lot. We just take it slow in this house. You just
what
enjoy
does that
your
look
more.
like? So like
Oh, well, you
stay in
get
your
up.
pajamas late.
Yeah, till later, and then like have like enjoy your coffee slow, and like just like make a nice breakfast. Like not rushing. Like, what is the need to get up and get dressed just to go someplace and likely spend money? And like because that's
When you
what
can
it is.
sit on your sofa
When you
with your
can
H&M app and spend money in your house.
Exactly. Like that is
Have it delivered to you by Tuesday.
I am so sad. Like on a Sunday, if they're all pottering about and stuff like that, I like to put on a little bit of BBC breakfast and enjoy it with my coffee. Like I don't get to do that
though.
I don't get to do this during the week. So the way I see it is like Monday to Saturday, my life is like up at 6 o'clock, getting everybody ready out the door. It doesn't even stop on a Saturday because of activities and all of that sort of stuff. So you're up and you're at it again. Sunday is the only day that we have an opportunity to not be going at a million miles an hour. And I'm taking it. I am taking it. Like although this Sunday, Sadie's got some sort of dance show thing that lasts all day and she's got to be dropped off at 9:15. And this just does not fit in with my wintering that I do on a Sunday. But anyway, I digress.
That's nice as well. If you think about what I said about restoration and like slowing down before, like the phrase that I really like, which I don't do well sometimes, is that slowing down to speed up.
Okay, so what's that kind of? You're gonna have to explain that to my post 9 o'clock brain.
And slowing down and being restorative and reflecting and pausing and going
inward.
like inward.
Love that.
To then push yourself. So when you bloom in spring, let's do that. Like the seasons that you're speaking about. When you bloom in spring, you bloom brighter. Almost.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%.
So slowing down to speed up.
Oh, love that. Well, I mean,
I think it's a corporate jargony thing that I've picked up as well. Full of them.
In some sort of meeting with lots of high profile people, I bet. Um, I, I, the wintering thing has kind of been thrust upon me this year, but you know me, there are no accidents in this universe. I
No,
feel
I
like it was
know.
like the universe saying, come on, it's time to slow down. So, like,
Yeah.
if we rewind back to Christmas, I was so
Mm.
looking forward to being off at Christmas because you know what December's like. It's just wild. You've got something on all the bloody time, and
You're
you're
in the
just
year of the 40ths as well.
it, they're everywhere. They're
Yeah.
everywhere. Children, like when there's three of
They're
them,
everywhere
they're
in your
everywhere.
house.
They're waaaay. And you've got, they've always got something on. Like there's always some sort of school performance, school disco, school this, school that. And then the boys don't have so much of that stuff, but like, just like, trying to do that everything that, a 9-year
Mhm.
old's life has with 2 2-year-olds in tow is it's hard. So I was looking forward to Christmas. I was like, we are just gonna chill. We are gonna because I love those days of forced slowness.
I love the Christmas, like,
The
there's
27th. That's the best
yeah,
day. It's the best day.
there's never a time of year where I don't feel I feel like that's all you're supposed to do is,
Well,
like,
it is.
hang
You
about
don't
in your
feel guilty
pajamas,
for it.
eat
You don't
Terry's
feel guilt.
chocolate orange,
Oh,
my
honestly.
fave.
And I was so excited for it. 27th is like my favorite day out of the year because Christmas
Is
Day and
it?
Christmas Day and Boxing Day have passed and they're always full on. I've got
Yeah.
a lot of us in our family. So those 2 days are busy. They are busy. The 27th comes and I can just like sit in my pajamas and eat my Toblerone and watch rubbish on TV. Like honestly, that is like my
I'm
favorite day.
different in that I feel like we're different because I am very actiony. I am much more doing, and I love that we are different like that because you make me think about how I do need to slow down more.
Honestly, I say this to my sister all the time because she is the exact opposite from me as well.
Me and
They're
her are the ones at the gym on a half
like,
9 at kids' classes on a Sunday morning.
and honestly, I can't think of anything worse. I don't know why you ever would want to do that. Like I can't fathom it in my brain. I'm like, why would you want to get up just to go to a gym?
You don't even do your food shop on a Sunday, do you?
Sometimes we did it
Do you?
this well, you were here one night. I think it was a Monday night that it came. Like I just try and
A
fit it in when we
Thursday.
can.
I think it was an
Thursday.
SOS food shop.
Don't know. Like I'd maybe just forgotten to do it, and I was like, "Guys, we have no food. We have It wasn't the random Thursday night. Sometimes I've been known to have a Monday night shop. I would do my food shop on a Sunday. We did do it past Sunday, but if I could avoid Aldi on a Sunday, Jesus, I would. Why would I want to
I
go
know. Why
there?
would you not? Why would you
Why would
not?
I want to
I
go
know.
there on a Sunday? Like it's no. So I think we're getting the picture. I enjoy my Sunday of nothingness after 6 days of like full onness. So,
Yeah.
and I think you people need to enjoy it more.
Yeah, I know. I know I do.
You need to stay in
I
your
know I do.
jammies till 10
Do you know what?
o'clock
It's so
at
funny
least.
that you say that because you know the day of the storm that wasn't really that bad.
Yes.
So
An overreaction. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I remember that day.
all the schools were shut, all of that. Well, Harbour had gymnastics. So when we woke up, I seen all the schools had closed on a Friday morning. I'm off there on a Friday. So we woke up together and then I think she was in my bed or she came to my bed. Anyway, we were lying there and I was like, Harper, I don't know if your gymnastics going to be on. So we just lay there. I did a couple of bits on my phone or I did work. I think I even took my laptop. See, this is me. Like, I just slowed down, took my laptop to bed in the morning. Oh God, I'm listening to myself. Anyway, I'll keep going. And then, she was just lying there. She was watching her iPad. She was watching something on Disney, whatever. That was fine. And then I was thinking, I was like, oh my God, we're going to have like a day in. And I actually got really excited about it. And
Lovely.
I think it's because I thought that I wasn't allowed to be anywhere or something. And then I realised, and anyway, gymnastics was on. It was the only thing potentially in Aberdeen that was on that day, and the Shire.
What a
Scotland,
shame.
probably. Anyway,
still
gymnastics
went.
was on. So then I was like, oh, well, I better take her so that she can run about for a bit. So I ended up doing that. Then I had a play date back at mine. So like kids, like,
I
so it
know.
wasn't like that. It was so funny when I reflected on that about myself, and I was like, when I thought I couldn't do anything, I actually was really excited about that. I could do that any Friday, any
You could do it
Saturday, any
any
Sunday.
Friday. You could do it.
Yeah,
I love
but I
nothing more
don't.
than like if Gav and I sometimes we try to take turns at the weekend of who's going downstairs with the children, so the other person
Oh, that's
can
nice.
lie in a bit. Because oh my god, I get fed up of getting up at 6 every morning.
Oh,
I'm
no
fed up of
wonder.
that. There's nothing better than making yourself a nice wee coffee and going back up to your bed, getting under the covers and just sitting scrolling your phone with your nice little coffee and just relaxing. Honestly, I just feel like I used to try and cram so much in and do so much and just try and be all things to all people, say yes to everything. And I'm just not doing that anymore.
Yeah, I know.
I only say yes to things that I truly want to do. So, if I say yes to you to do something, that's the
I
highest
feel honored.
compliment. Like, that's the highest
I
compliment that
know.
it's like, oh God, she must actually want to do that.
I
Because I
know.
just wouldn't if I didn't want to.
I don't get invited to much stuff.
You do. You've got like the
I never say
busiest.
no. Well, I know, but
You
I
don't
don't
say
say no.
no.
I don't say no to things.
You don't say no
No,
ever.
I know.
And you end up at things, and I'm like, geez, what's that? What's that you're going to?
But not so much in the evening because I don't really have, I don't do too much in the evenings. So I one night a week during the week, I wouldn't have Harper. And I do that, but I tend to do stuff for me. Like I'll tend to go like to like Pilates and then like recently I've been doing that, booking a class after work and then or working late, doing that and then getting a food shop. So it's not as if I like go out and do loads of stuff. And then the
No.
other nights I'm in with her. So it's not as if I've got like tea with a friend and like what I used to
Oh,
do before I had Harper.
oh, I was speaking to my sister about that the other day. Remember when you used to go out about 3 times a week for meals with pals after work? Honestly, just different groups of people. I was forever in Pizza Express with a voucher. Honestly, always. Do you have a voucher?
That's so where we would go.
Oh, always. Have you printed off a voucher? Have you printed off a voucher? Honestly,
Printed off the voucher. Oh my god.
we used to do that all the time.
Or the books. Remember the books?
Yeah, a spree
The
book.
spree, is it spree?
Yeah, spree book.
Spree
Yeah.
books. And you'd
Yeah.
go through the spree book.
Yeah,
The
all the good
golden
ones
would be
went quick.
gone.
Yeah, they were.
Top tier would be gone first. Then you were left
Always
with the
gone
dregs.
first. And then, yeah, you somehow ended up at Chiquitos and stuff
Do you want
like
to go
that.
for tea? Yeah, I've got a spree book.
So that was us. That was us. But
I know.
I just
3
don't.
nights a week.
It's just not my life anymore.
Yeah.
And
Me and my friends tried recently to go, and it was just a disaster. We were going because my friend lives in Edinburgh. The rest of us are in Aberdeen, my school friends. So we were going down to Edinburgh. Honestly, it just was like 2 people pulled out just before, like the day or 2 before, both like legitimate reasons, like nothing, no shade around that. But 2 people had pulled out, so there were less numbers. We were taking 3 cars for 4 adults from Aberdeen. We're like a convoy. 2 children were having to come
oh no.
to Broughty Ferry, and I just called it. I was like, guys, this is silly. And like my friend that we were meeting, because like everyone had like other stuff on, we were likely leaving her in Broughty Ferry and leaving before her train home.
Oh, honestly,
I
why
was
did you
like,
bother? Why'd you bother?
Let's leave it. So we've rearranged to hopefully have a bit more. I don't know.
Honestly.
I don't know if it's going to be any better second time, but I'll definitely go because I didn't have like Harvard. I'd arranged
It's
that.
so
But
funny,
honestly, it's
'cause-
so funny. It's so harder now. And then you're right, 3 nights a week, three vouchers, free book in the
honestly,
car.
I'm so glad you took a step back at that point and realized this is a shambles. Why are we trying to force this when it does not need
know.
to be forced? Let's rearrange. Like that is that. You know what,
So
Stacey? That's
true.
growth. That's growth.
That is growth.
And I'm
But
really
I think
proud
as
of it.
well, it's a societal thing around like was thinking about this when I was thinking we're going to talk about this on the podcast, that it we're conditioned to think that productivity means success.
Yeah.
And being productive, smashing things off your to-do list, and
Yeah.
achieving goals, and all
Yeah.
these things are markers of success.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, what I think, and if we bring it back to spirituality, which we obviously love to do,
Always.
that is when, so if you've got all these things that you want to manifest or things that you want to bring and attract into your life, amazing. But if you don't have the right energy, and if you don't think about how you want to feel, then that will not happen, is my view, or it won't happen in the right way.
Totally. Honestly, I have a mother who genuinely, I think if she sees you sitting down, she's like, be sitting down for? Like, you've got plenty of
That's
stuff
another thing. It's
you could be
cultural.
doing.
Like,
It is. It's
yeah,
like, if you sit down or rest, you're lazy. You've got stuff to be doing. Why are you not like, your windows need done, love? Why are you sitting down?
oh my God, I don't think I've
"Because
ever cleaned inside my windows.
I've never cleaned that." Oh, Stacey, you really should be dusting your skirting boards. I've never dusted my skirting boards, honestly. And I'm like, because I'm sitting down for 10 minutes while my children nap, because I'm running around like a blue arse fly half the time. Like,
No.
please, can I just rest for a minute? But no, rest. Like, if you're seen to be doing that and not being productive, that's seen as lazy. I think that's the way that it's kind of.
And you never made me think about like the family bit, because like, well, my mum went away on holiday last year or the year before. I think it was last year. Like, went away, not perhaps overseas, but had like 28 trips in a year.
28. Oh my
I
gosh.
should probably check this, and I'll put out an apology correction if I've got that number wrong. But it was honestly like 28 times.
Oh
Like,
my
she's away just
gosh.
now in Antigua.
Oh my
Sent me a
gosh.
picture of pink flamingos on the beach. Like, so there's
It's lovely.
probably something she's quite like that. She's always got things, got plans. My gran's very much like that, always on the go. So yeah, we don't really see people. I'm trying to think. My dad's the opposite. He wouldn't leave his sofa if he could.
Well, like, I love nothing more than pottering. This is what Sadie always says
Yeah.
to me. She goes, "Mommy, are you just pottering?" Yes, I am pottering,
love
because I love to
that.
potter. I love to potter. I love to.
I want
just-
her to think that, actually.
Yeah.
She loves rearranging her room.
Also, that's Sadie's favorite thing to do. Does it every day. I'm
That's
rearranging
like
my.
Harper, and I actually love that. I
Yeah.
love that she does that, because
Yeah.
it's almost like she's so content. She's now got a little
Honestly.
Amazon Fire or dot or whatever it is in her rooms. Honestly, it's so cute. Bruno, Alexa, please play Bruno Mars Appetite on Amazon Music, because my boyfriend linked his Spotify to the Amazon dot. So she keeps like putting something on Spotify, and he's like listening at work, and it's like coming through. So I have to taught her to say on Amazon Music. Honestly, it's so cute. And then I heard her the other day, it didn't work, and she went, "Don't worry, Alexa, I'm going out of my room now, so I don't need it on." I'm like, oh, cute.
That is
But she'll
so
like
cute.
love just putting her music on and then like
Sadie's fave.
rearranging
it.
like her bed and stuff. And I
Yeah.
don't care. There's not too much. It's not as if she can make a mess
What
or
could
anything.
you do? Like, there's nothing. Sadie just likes to come home and rearrange all her Sol de Janeiros and her fake bum creams and stuff like that. She just loves nothing more than doing that. And I just think that's really nice that you're like, because she's a total homebody and she's just happiest at home. And I'm like, well, what a lovely environment we must have created at home before this is her like
Oh, I
favorite place to
know.
be. Like,
That is gorgeous, Stace. That is so
but that
gorgeous.
is like, isn't it? That it's like, she doesn't ask to go to places. I mean, she has to go to Union Square and spend money because she's got her mum's habit. But like, she would never be like, "Oh, mommy, I'm bored. Can we go swimming? Can we do this? Can we do that?" She's quite content. And I think,
That
gosh,
is so true of Sadie.
I do just think it's a really nice thing to feel so just content in your own space. And I just think that's really nice.
I actually think, though, you're saying your own space, but it's potentially even like your own skin
Mm-hmm.
to
Yeah.
go deep with it. Because I think when you're, and I've been there and I still think I'm probably there to an extent, I'm better, but having plans and filling your diary, sometimes it's a distraction more than anything.
Yes. Yes. Oh, we're getting deep now, and I love
We
that.
are getting deep.
But
And
it
I know
is.
I always did that when I was like on maternity leave. Oh my God. I had three walks a day with people and what
No.
loved it and all of that. And I'm better now, but I mean, I don't have any plans this weekend and I'm actually looking forward to it. And then you think, I could do that anyway. I've had these conversations, but like,
I know.
you could do that any
I know.
weekend.
Oh, do you know, if that was me and I had my little free weekend, I'd be hitting up Marky's, getting all my fine foods and nibbles
Mm.
for the weekend, getting something nice for my tea, and just pottering. Just pottering. Honestly, I cannot think of anything better than just doing that. I honestly,
That,
it's like my fave thing to do. Yes.
that is so nice. Well, but I'm very much in that, although I'm very actiony, I do feel like I am wintering just now in that I love nothing more than like sitting on the sofa with my new electric blanket. Oh my God. Another splurge that I think was worth every penny as
Yeah.
I sit here with my Stanley. Um that we spoke about last time.
And I'm so hydrated. Yeah.
I'm so hydrated. I don't even want to get up and pee, but I have to. Because I'm so cozy. But
Wrapping up.
my start of the year wintering perspective was my boiler broke. It was just so, honestly, like my boiler was on its last legs. It was 15 years old and there'd been an extension on the house before I got it and they hadn't changed the boiler. So it was like
Needed it.
done.
Yeah.
Just done. It was never really like, and I used to have a new build and you'd walk in and be like, oof, gosh, it's warm in here. You've never felt like that in my house. Anyway,
No.
I got a new boiler. Everything was going great. And then the pressure dropped and I couldn't fix it. So in trying to fix it, I broke it.
Yes.
And then I think it got down to like 10 degrees in my house. It was absolutely freezing.
Oh my gosh.
Freezing. And
Some
honestly,
people choose
like,
to live like that. I don't. I'm not one of those people.
sometimes
we're
I
always
look
that
at that.
solid 20 in this house. Always a solid 20.
That's the thing. Your house is always cozy.
Oh, has
Always cozy. I
Why-
honestly think that.
Why would you want to live in a cold house?
I know.
Why would you want
And
to
do you
sit
know
in the
what?
cold?
It's cost, I think, a lot of the time. But sometimes I look at that smart meter and I think, tenner to heat this house today. Money well
Absolutely
spent.
money well
Money
spent.
well spent. Because I'm miserable when I'm cold.
Oh, it's grim. Nobody wants to
I
sit in a
honestly,
freezing
it was
cold
the
house.
only conversation point I had for a week with my boiler. I was like my boyfriend. I was like, I'm really sorry that I am talking about the boiler again. I was like, I'm just freezing. I'm just hate being cold. So in that lull, I decided, and thank God I had an electric heater, and I fixed it within like 48 hours. Anyway, I thought I was like, you know what? I've always been interested in these electric blankets, right? Sounds like such a old person thing to say. But anyways, I started looking through and then I found one and then I thought, no, buy cheap, buy often.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm not doing it. So I splurged a bit with a 20% off or something on my, I mean, I didn't spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds, but £84 on my electric blanket. Honestly,
And you love it.
money well spent.
You
It
love
follows
it.
me all around the house. It's on my lap just now. And then I was like, came upstairs. I was in Edinburgh yesterday with work, got home late, Harper's at her dad's. Had a bowl of cereal for my tea, top tier.
Oh, no.
Got myself on the sofa with my electric blanket, put on apple cider vinegar. Is that what it's called?
Apple cider vinegar.
Apple cider vinegar?
You put it
It's
on.
about that.
Is that program?
Yeah. It's
Oh,
about
no.
the girl who, what's her name? I searched her last night because I don't know. Do you do that when you're watching TV? And
Yes,
it's like a
all
real
the
life thing.
time.
I spent half of it just like,
Yeah, on
what does she look
Wikipedia.
like?
Yeah.
Yeah. Belle Gibson.
Oh, I don't know.
She was an Australian influencer who lied and said that she had brain cancer and that she cured herself with wellness stuff, like healthy eating and changing her mindset and all this stuff. And
Oh
people
my
actually like
God.
followed what she was doing and died. because they refused like chemotherapy and stuff. I feel like you would like the show.
I would. Is that on Netflix?
It's on Netflix. I'm only an episode in, but it's really cool done. It's like really like
that.
it's like in the present day, and then it takes you back to when she first started and all this stuff.
Oh my God, I'm gonna
apparently you
have to
actually feel quite. I've heard people say you actually feel quite sorry for her by the end because she's just
oh my God,
not in a good place.
Oh,
But anyway,
awful.
awful. Anyway, sat there, and then I thought to myself, I'm going to put on my nice candle. I've got a very nice candle that I like from Bed Bath and Beyond.
Oh yes, fancy.
Red oud, I think. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. Lit my nice it's not, you know.
Oh, but that's what you should be
£100
doing
again.
at this time
It's
of
my
year.
bougie
Enjoying
candle.
your
Yes.
stuff. 100%.
And then I thought, you know what? Had my bowl of shaddies on the sofa, top tier tea. I know you're jealous of that.
I'd be so upset eating that
I
for my
know.
tea.
But honestly, I loved it. And then came upstairs, took the blanket. So the blanket travels back upstairs to me because I think, right, I'm working in the office in the morning, so I'll leave it on my, in my office. And then got into my bedroom and I thought, do you know what? I'm doing it. Took the blanket into my bedroom.
Well, I didn't realize it was mobile, this blanket. So when you told me you'd got an electric blanket, I thought it was just like old school one that we all had on our beds.
Oh, no.
I'll hold it up. Oh, look at that. That's a fancy one.
Cream fur.
Well, I don't expect anything less than cream,
obviously. And it's machine washable. Check that out before.
Oh my goodness. I thought it was a classic electric blanket that I used to go upstairs and put on at 7 o'clock for like 4 hours. Yeah, before you went to bed at 11.
Where did you have it? At your own house?
Oh no, it was at my mum and dad's. Like I've never like when I lived at home.
I know that. But what I was meaning was like,
what?
In your actual house when you were growing up, you had one.
Yeah. Oh, we all had electric blankets.
Oh God.
I thought
you lived. Oh my gosh, I had it at my grand's, so it was like a complete treat for me.
Blanket, like growing up. Oh no, I used to go and whack that on at 7 before I would get ready. Like 4 hours on, and you got into the toastiest bed. It was the best feeling ever.
11.
When I lived at home and I was young and stuff like that. Not now. God, it's 9:45. You're lucky I'm still here.
I know.
I
know.
Speaking of wintering purchases, because again, like, you know, my complaint about wintering though is, you know me, I don't enjoy any of this Pilates, go to the gym, anything like that, but well aware I need to do some sort of physical activity. But I enjoy just getting out in fresh air. Favorite thing to do.
You're really good at that.
I love just going outside and walking in fresh air. Nothing.
Do you walk yourself, or is it normally with people?
I would normally walk with my sister because she just lives the next street from me, and we would always go walk. But yeah, I've walked by myself and that as well. But
when
maybe
you're
not
on your own, are you in silence? Are you listening to music, podcasts?
AirPods, yeah. Listening to music, listening to my awful taste in music, and just really enjoying myself, like when I'm walking by myself doing that. But more often than not, I'm with my sister. But the weather has just been so rubbish. I haven't really wanted to be outside in the evening because it's just not enjoyable at all. So I bought a walking pad, Stace. Honestly,
I've been looking. I am interested in them.
Oh, you need to. Honestly, love it.
So when are you walking? Like, how are you using it? How's it integrated into your life?
So on the plan is that on a Thursday, Friday, when I don't work, when the boys go for a nap, I'm going to get on the old walking pad, put on my programs, and just sit and have a good wee hour on the walking pad.
If you're listening rather than watching on YouTube, that was just a great little walk.
That was a Harold Bishop. That's a very niche reference.
Harold Bishop!
But remember when he used to walk like
with
that in Neighbours? Yeah. You just walk like that and just, So that's the plan. Or like an evening once everyone's away to their bed and stuff like that. Again, if I was watching something, it's like, I just think I'd be as well just watching it on the laptop or in front of the TV and getting a bit of exercise at the same time. So just, it's habit stacking, Stace. It's habit stacking.
Oh, we're all here for that. We're all here for that.
That's what I'm trying to do, to just get a bit of exercise while, instead of sitting on my bum watching programs, I can be walking doing it. So
Yeah. I've thought about it as well, because I was thinking, like, because I don't get out in the evening and I would love to do that more, to go
Mhm.
for walks in the evening, but I just can't. We obviously leave Harper in the house on our own.
But then when
unattended.
spring comes and it's a lighter night, there's nothing better than getting outside in that fresh air. I love walking in those
Yeah.
nights. It's just for like this time of year when,
But I do like walking when you're like wrapped up.
yeah, but then you get hot as well and you get a little bit flustered. But I just like the cold. I am an air sign. So I think that's why I just love being in the fresh air. I just love it. So yeah.
Water.
So yeah, I've got my walking pad. I might just open the patio doors and let the wind breathe in my face on my walking pad. So it feels like I'm outside.
Gals must be down the stairs like, oh, here she goes.
Here she goes again.
Well, send me the link because I'm
Oh,
interested.
honestly, like I think it'll be really good.
Could you work? You know, because you see people
Yeah.
working.
I think you could. I've got it sounds fancy when you say it, but it's really not. I've got an island, and I think it's the perfect kind of height that I could have the walking pad there and doing my work on that. So I think it would actually work.
Oh, I need to see, like, you'll need to take a video or something when you're doing your first walking meeting indoors.
When I'm doing my walk.
When you're Harold Bishop in your way through the 9 a.m. call.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm really excited.
Has been on it?
Yes. And my mum, honestly, this is what you get. Like, if you're going to make fun of me, I'm going to do something mean to you. But anyway, she wanted a shot of it. And I said, okay, I'll go on it and I'll show you. So I was walking just at a casual sort of pace. And she was like, oh God, Stace, I think you could walk a bit faster than that. And I was like, okay. I went, do you want a shot? She said, okay, I'll have a shot. So I put it on, and I put it on to a slow walk for her. But I had the remote control, so I just cranked it right up. And she like flew off the back of it, honestly. I thought,
like, I could just picture Doreen like,
no,
jogging.
She was right off the back of it. Honestly, it's lucky she didn't fall flat on her face on it. I grabbed her and I was like, oh, see? And she was like, oh my God, I think you've broke my arm. I think you broke my arm. Because I grabbed her by the arm. But honestly, I was like, well, it's faster than you think, isn't it, Mum? It's faster than you think. So yes, that was her eating her words. And now she's decided she would quite like one. So I'm selling them to everyone. Yeah, she would. Yeah. Oh, she's that sort of person. She can't see you with something. She's like, oh, I have to get one of those. So anyway.
I thought your mum would be kind of like, wow, you know, like,
what rubbish.
What rubbish. In our days, we would just go out a walk type thing.
I know. Well, exactly. And I mean, I have a bit of a track record of buying these things and not really using them, like the weighted hula hoop. I mean, I don't think I've used that once.
What's it supposed to do?
It lives under my bed.
What's it? Wait, what does a weighted hula hoop do?
Shush. You've seen the weighted hula hoops.
It's not.
Oh, Stacey, you need to try it. I'll give you a shot of it. So it is exactly what you would think it is. It's a hula hoop that has weights in it.
So you're supposed to hula hoop with it?
And you're supposed to hula hoop like your waist back. Honestly, I saw great results of people on TikTok. It was the first thing I ever bought off a TikTok. And
I actually think we could do an episode. I'd love to do an episode of your TikTok purchases.
Oh God, don't. There's so many shit things. It's unbelievable.
TikTok shop purchases.
Honestly. And okay, before we wrap it up for tonight, because if anyone knows where to get Dubai chocolate that doesn't cost 15 quid off TikTok, can somebody please get me some? Can somebody please get me some?
I don't even have TikTok anymore. I don't even know what you're saying.
Shut
Dubai
up.
chocolate.
Have you not seen
chocolate from Dubai?
The viral Dubai chocolate. Come on. Anyway, it's this amazing thick chocolate and it's got pistachio cream in the middle.
Oh,
people are selling it for 15 quid on TikTok. And I was like, I draw the line there. I am not buying that. But apparently you can get it in Costco at Dice and stuff like that, which I find really odd that you can get Dubai
chocolate from Dubai. You can get in Costco and Dice.
Well, that's what my pal told me, because I told her, I was like, oh, if your friend's going back to Dubai, will she be able to get me some? She went, Stacey, get it in Costco at Dice. I was like, So that's where I'm going tomorrow.
Well, we better get you to your bed then.
Oh no, I've got to trek out to Dice tomorrow.
2 boys, double pram.
All for Dubai chocolate, honestly.
I do like pistachio though.
Oh, so do I. I love stuff like that. So yes, that is me. That is me. Anyway.
Well, we will winter on to our bed.
We
Thank you
shall.
so much, Stace. You've
We
really
shall.
made me think there, and I am going to try winter more so that I can, what was we said? Bloom brighter in spring.
Yeah, definitely. The power of pause, my friend.
Power
The
of
power
pause.
of pause. You've got to enjoy it, especially when you're my age. So
Hardly. Especially when you've got twins, maybe.
Yeah.
2-year-old twins.
yeah, not kidding. Well, anyway, I turned into a pumpkin at 10, so
Okay. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank
We hope
you.
you have enjoyed. Let us know if you've got any feedback, comments, or suggestions for other episodes.
Or
And we'll
if you
speak
want
soon.
to send me some chocolate, I can give you my address. You just have to message me.
Oh, God, that's so funny. Right. Lots of love. Bye.
Bye.